Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 2 as Japan, episode number 4. I want to say something before I get jumped into this battle here. I apologize for not really being able to keep up with all the comments. I still am doing my usual, reading every comment, of course, and responding to probably 90% of them, but it's about that point in my life when I'm starting to realize that may not be feasible going forward, so I apologize if you haven't been responded to yet, but just know at least that I certainly am reading every comment. Okay, but let's jump into the battle. So, fleet battle, I moved forward a little bit, oh my god. Not sure what happened here. I wonder if that's because I loaded the game, or... Yeah, quite unsure. In fact, the Hasagori, actually, I don't know if that was the one. I'd have to go back in my own video and look, but if that's the one that had the problems, it also started not in the correct position, so there might have been some issues here. Now, at least we're near home port, which is nice, and of course it's quite possible that we won't even find the enemy. In fact, I'm going to commandeer the Oichi and get her to fan out. Actually, I think I'm going to send her northeast. Looking for the missing fleet. Which apparently was unnecessary, but we'll get her back into the fight pronto since she is the world's greatest warship right now. Alright, let's reel on in. I'm already happy that we achieved contact. I can't wait for this battle. I think we will just ride in. How do we want to deal with this? So this is apparently a armored cruiser. Really wish the Oichi was up closer now. But all we need to do is maintain contact and ride towards their battleships. If we can get battleship to battleship, I'll be ecstatic. Let's get these guys up to 18. Hopefully not bringing my battle line up that far, but okay, here's probably the main battle line. We're only seeing one ship, so maybe that could be an armored cruiser instead. We're starting to engage. Yep, we see two ships now. We have the wind advantage, which is great. And we see something. I'd like to bring these guys up to the north. Yeah, let's peel off here. Bring them up to the north if possible. Because remember, the British, or the German battleships are pathetic. In a word, pathetic. So I'm willing to actually suffer a few hits here to hopefully get my battleships into position. I don't want to use up my speed on the chase quite yet. Okay, so it looks like they are conceding an action here, which is great. And the first hit of the battle goes to the Japanese. Hasagori has fired and hit the Gazelle. Now this Gazelle class looks a lot like a Raider. 4-inch guns were pretty popular back in the earliest of the 1900s. And then you had destroyers come and they needed bigger guns, and then you needed bigger guns to deal with the bigger guns. The whole thing escalated pretty quickly. So we're going to just stay at distance here. In fact, what's the range? I was going to say, let's not even fire right now. I don't want to provoke them into anything yet. Just going to see if they'll just concede battle. That's my hope. So I will chase them as far as I need to. But the interesting thing is right now, they're going to have to give up the Gazelle class, if they don't turn back for her. Alright, we have opened up now. Only at the edge of range. So I'm going to go ahead and give the order to go to almost squad max. And we'll get into the fight now. I'm going to go ahead and give the order as well that our light cruisers engage the Gazelle and go for the kill. So we're going to have to micromanage, unfortunately, 2 different battles here. We did land the first blow of the battle by landing a 12-inch gun on the Brandenburg. Oh, it's going to be nighttime. Well, damn it anyhow, game. Can't you just let me fight one battle? Just one? Alright, so we need to kick it up to squad max. This is going to be a very short engagement, it turns out. Don't lose. You guys kick it up to squad max as well. Don't lose that Gazelle. That Gazelle is all we have. Okay, we will pursue nose on. Going to bring you into AI control just so I don't have to worry about it's one less ship. We have torpedoes. Let me quickly verify. They have 6 submerged tubes. Good lord. I was just about to say, I think we have 2 on each side, don't we? But, oh, good lord. I mean, no, we only have 1 on each side. And if they have 600 submerged tubes, it's just nuts. That's just nuts. Now, they're likely to turn west, I would say, after nighttime falls. Just doing our best here to fight both battles at once, and here comes utter darkness. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're at squad max, so there's a good chance that whatever happens won't be too terrible. Got something here. Well, those turned pretty quickly. Yeah, I believe we found the destroyers. Just need to fight right outside of destroyer or torpedo range here if we can. Haven't found anything up there yet, have we? Okay, we got some hits, so we will go home with a kill, looks like. And they are speeding away, not too surprising. I do not blame them. So that's the destroyers. I think the other group might still be north. Behind them? Wait, let's see. They were going this way. I'm gonna have the Oichi go, you know, hopefully we'll just find something. I'll wait for the notification of spotting an unidentified ship. I'm a little surprised that the 4-inch gun one is able to get away. Okay, we found something. What did we find, though? Oh, my god. These are the destroyers. Alright, well, we managed to... I would have driven me nuts. I would have just flipped my lid. Would have had a very hard time. You know, sometimes you hit spacebar and it goes like 2 or 3 turns. That's absolutely the worst time for that to happen. Right in the middle of a torpedo charge. I mean... it's not good timing. Not good timing. Okay, we got 2 hits on this destroyer. Now we have the Oichi presenting a strong flanking action. Nothing from those light cruisers. Okay, let's bring the light cruiser back and just assume that we are not going to find... We're not going to find the light cruiser. Can maybe head off whatever's over here, though. We know where they are in the middle of these 2, and they can either just proceed that way until they hit land, or they can turn and present themselves as a target. Yep, this appears to be them. We're not in a spectacular position right now. I'm trying to make sure we're dodging torpedoes, basically. All right, yeah. Well, I think this is a good sign. Oh, man, they're coming right at you, Oichi. Do your best here. And she is. All right, that one might be dead. Yeah, we got him cornered. We got him cornered. It's a pretty good maneuver heading south. That was a good one. All we need to do is try to prevent the torpedo angles. That's all I'm trying to do here. All right. I'm actually really surprised, actually very surprised that these ships have not sunk. These are destroyers. Not, I mean, yeah, okay, they're destroyers, but these are not your 1941 destroyers. These are 500-ton, I mean, they're like little tiny patrol boats. Okay, speaking of, we finally have one down. I'm still going to go squad max right now. I think it'll prevent, or at least possibly prevent, torpedo hits. And we have one more destroyer out there that I want to make sure goes down, if possible. I mean, this will be the only ship we kill. If we end up killing it, even. Okay, well, we lost the other one, but that's fine. We got one kill, and that's good enough for government work. Let's go ahead and return and just let these light cruisers... Do we have a spotting or something? No. Well, let's put these guys on their scout roll. And then just putz around until the battle's over. I think that they would go back this way and probably get stuck over here. Yeah, we'll just go in. We had a good time. It was fun. Okay. Our submarine has torpedoed an enemy battleship, retiring from the engagement. Oh, but didn't sink it. Okay, so we actually ended up sinking both destroyers, damaging that light cruiser a bit. And obviously this battleship is extremely lucky to have survived. I'm sure that she took like 99.9% flooding damage. That's just a guess, but... Oh, no, she took just a reasonable amount. Okay, that's nice. Then I feel a little bit better about it. Sometimes it feels like the game just gives them this tiny sliver of extra life so that they don't sink. And they were way out there, so we were off in our prediction, but that's fine. 519, we have two more destroyers. Okay, central firing. I've been told now, I understand, that the radar activity does not match up with the bottom. And that's just a bug that the developer is working on. And that looks good on the recording window. Okay, so how is this war going for us? I guess it's going pretty well, thanks to a few good actions here and there. The invasion is what we're trying to stop, and I think a battle... We're over base cap, that's true. I'm looking right there. Over base cap. But I think it's fine. We just need to stop the invasion, then we can move some of these ships back to places where we have better support. Still building there. We don't need to build in the home waters. So what else do we need to do? How's our money? Our money is looking good. So we're still really in good shape to build new ships. We could definitely build a new ship. Building some Kuramas. Kushinos. Oichi. We never even got a sister ship for the Oichi. So that might be something we might want to design as a new... What is it? 1905. It's getting towards the later side. Yeah, actually, I think it's a little bit late to do an armored cruiser. So we'll have to wait. I mean, if you're waiting for a heavy cruiser name, that's what you're hoping for now is heavy cruisers. So, yeah, I think we'll just push on. Battle in support of land combat. Of course, we will accept. It is 2 light cruisers. Well, if we're up against opposing light cruisers, that's a good thing. Okay. Hopefully not the heavy cruisers or armored cruisers. I think we'll stay at just cruise speed for now. Let's see what we're dealing with. The fact that we were able to immediately detect them at long range, and the fact that they are now showing up as a battleship is, all those things are not a good sign. But maybe this is, I suddenly had a premonition. This is it. This is the moment. 6-inch guns? Okay, not bad. This is the moment where maybe we can lure them into a minefield. If it's actually a battleship, I will cry foul. No. It is still not something we want to engage, so we will put on the engines. Eight-inch guns, 5, 6-inch guns. So their secondary's broadside is exactly my broadside. Except for they also have 4 8-inch guns on top of that. So we do have very good firepower, near misses, but they're going to have better accuracy just because they have better guns with longer range, and accuracy is a function of maximum gun range. Although this cruiser is crazy. Should we? Out of ammo for guns of the bear. Oh, right, because their one turret is disabled. All right, we're going in for the torpedoes. Oh my god. Oh, you got to be... Has anybody seen that movie scene from Downfall where Hitler is so mad that he has like trembling hands and kind of takes off his glasses and asks for everyone else to leave the room? That's Tortuga power right now. Friendly ship in line of fire. There is no other friendly ship that this could possibly be, except for the ship which is trailing me directly behind me. I don't even think that they'll be in firing arc anymore. Oh, expended. Expended is what I like to see. So there is a problem with torpedoes. Let nobody but... Oh, we did it! Oh, we did it! We did it! The Robosuta. What a splendid vessel. I wish that I could right-click on her without bringing that up every time. We watch her, we admire her from fore to aft. How she launched her torpedoes and hit the enemy. And how suddenly I cannot zoom out. Can you hear this? I'm trying to zoom out. I can't zoom out. The heck? Stop! Game! Oh, this is going to take a while. Okay, there we go. Alright, I was locked there for a moment. Okay, so how do we deal with this? Well, one torpedo might be enough to do her in, but we want to pound her as much as possible as well. Oh, you mess with the wrong... Yeah, I'm just still thinking about how it's funny I could not zoom out. You dealt with the wrong light cruisers. Dude, the Japanese ships so far have just been heroic. You could make a movie out of this. This is like phenomenal. And of course, we are going to put on the coals and we're going to chase this ship, because if we're chasing her, she's not slowing down for repairs. And that's a good thing. So I believe we will run her into the grave. And certainly the Predator has become the prey at this point. She's going to run out of places to... Oh, okay, she's going to run out of places to hide soon. I didn't even examine hidden spacebar. There we go. Did we take out on one of her turrets? No. So this is so dangerous. I mean, you can see that she is engaging us. Being perhaps a little bit more leery about torpedo space, but we're landing all the hits now, so... Yeah, we'll fire until your rounds are bare. And maybe I mean, I'm role-playing this. I'm sure the AI is not doing this itself, but maybe she's moving over to shallower waters so that when she can just Maybe ground the ship, beach the ship, and more people will survive that way. Maybe the ship, maybe their idea is we've invaded the island, we have some Germans fighting somewhere in this mess. And our guns can be used, even beached. So I think we'll lock view here. And just chase, chase, chase. Because the more chasing we do, it should open up the flooding again. She's definitely making us chase. So bulkhead ruptures, whatever, high speed causes a bulkhead to rupture. That's what I'm looking for. An event which happens to me all too commonly. It's just, this is a remarkable thing. These are two light cruisers that should both be gunned down by an armored cruiser. Should. Now obviously, taking the torpedo, that was the big difference. So is she going to make it back to port? No, there's no way. I knock on wood. Because maybe... Alright. Maybe this is the episode we get him to run into a torpedo, a mine. She's starting to slow down. I think we're going to do it. I think she's lost some speed. 15 knots. Okay, put the pressure on. Turn her. Okay, now turn her back. Turn her back. Okay, go for the other one. I don't know. I think we'll just do gun damage now. Oh, there's one over here. Let's see if we can get her over here. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, we're gonna push her. She's definitely slowing up a bit. Ooh, we landed a hit. Maybe I should have just kept going with that. Okay, she's right on course. She's right on course. She's right on course! Ah! Oh, no. It was perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better. Still exchanging fire here. I don't believe this ship's gonna go down. I'm like, it's remarkable, but I think she's gonna end up living to see the end of the battle here. Unless we can get close enough to launch another torpedo. Well, that would be something, wouldn't it? There is some hope. The AI is not very skilled at navigating around land features. We are overtaking right now, okay? She's doing some maneuvering. We'll maneuver with her. We're doing some more hits. Had a penetrating belt hit there. Hopefully it was only a 6-inch. I didn't catch the caliber. The stokers are exhausted, but come on, you Japanese men. Don't you realize we're about to sink a armored cruiser with light cruisers? Turret destroyed. Oh man, things are getting worse. I guess it's quite possible we could still lose this. I don't think we're gonna get her to see that one. This has been one hell of a long... Okay, so there's some hope now. We know she's going to turn west as soon as the nighttime goes in. So we just need to be in position for the westward turn when she does. Okay, here we go. Tracking, right about now. Got it. There she is. Perfect. Launch torpedoes. Can we just launch? No. I think I actually could detach the Hasagori. And we could... Yes. Okay, good. So we're going to have 2 different ships available for the hunt. Breaking up into our patented whatever formation this is formation. The Night Chase formation? I don't know. Ah, she reattached. Okay, that's actually okay, because the Robustuta is now the lead, so we can use the 20 knots, which we weren't able to use before. To be a little bit careful about torpedoes coming our way instead. We're still getting some hits, and I think at this range, 6 inches of armor isn't going to matter. I'm hoping to close on her from the rear like this, and then dive out to the side like that. Perfect. So that we can try to... Ooh, engine room hit. Okay, well... Whoever we can get to detach now, I want to detach, because now the Hasagori is going to be the faster one. She's still at 17 knots. Okay. We'll try our best here, but pretty sure the Hasagori is now going to be the lead. Man, this stupid armored cruiser. I'm flabbergasted that this armored cruiser is surviving. No, 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 no. Not like this. Why? Light damage. What? Is it a German victory? What? 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 What the heck? What the heck happened? We didn't hit her. It was reported the wrong way. Or it's a bug. Alright, well, just leave it to Tortuga. Central firing, that's great. Now, that was a victor to the Germans, which is particularly bad because that means that they won that battle in favor of the amphibious invasion. Okay, we have a lot of destroyers coming out now. We should probably send some of them. They're all still working up, but we should probably send some of them as soon as they get a little bit better over to the South Pacific, where we now do outnumber the Germans significantly, 3-2. Okay, let's accept this. Enemy unable to challenge our forces in the area. We gain victory points. That's the perfect answer. The no contest victory. So now I'm a little bit less worried about that invasion. It's obviously we already had at least one. Yeah, we have one battery already helping protect us. We now have a full force assisting. Just luck be a lady tonight, huh? Don't give me that armored cruiser crap anymore. I think we just missed contact with each other. Yep. Anyways, it was an armored cruiser. We were actually very close to each other. So what the heck is going on here? Alright, battle generator. I understand. But at this point, it would be nice to give us a battle that we can fight. And by that I mean not just a battle that's fair, but one that's fair during the day. But, you know, maybe this is just how a war would go. You know, it's supposed to be realistic, right? There's nothing that There's nothing in the laws of war that says that two nations have to... There needs be a time when the fleets can find each other. You don't have to have a Jutland even. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything we can change. We'll just keep pushing on, waiting for the end now. And fuel shortage. What is this? Fuel shortage. We don't have fuel. We don't have fuel. We have coal. Is that what you're talking about? I'm out of coal? I thought fuel shortage, the only thing I've read about this in World Waves 2 is that you can have a fuel shortage for wars when you're being blockaded and you don't have access to oil. Okay, good. That's 2 battles we won. I'll just keep... I don't know what the fuel shortage... I don't remember the ramifications of that. I think I'll probably get several people in the comments helping me out, but until then, we'll keep fighting these battles. Hey, it's an actual fleet. So what does this mean? Does it have any... Well, hey guys, the speed is limited to 28 knots by weather. Good to know. We'll just make sure not to go faster than 28 knots then. And then we have to come in contact with the enemy soon. They should be right here. No. Okay, so let's do something crazy that we just don't want to miss these guys. Let's send one south. Let's send these guys north, and this one will eventually be sent south. 18. Let's go at 19, I guess. Alright, let's find their fleet. Oh, this is so frustrating. No! No! How did that happen? You know, I really want to see how this one worked. It's a victory for Japan, which is great for the naval invasion thing, but how did this work? Huh. They just started us off going the wrong way. Okay. Well, okay, I guess the game didn't want us to engage. Fair enough. Okay, peace negotiations. Oh, now we have 700-ton destroyers. Well, that tells me what I'm going to do with these, with the money. It's time to design a new destroyer, which means I need to put a cut in the video so I can pull out the name list. One sec. Alright, it's going to be the Yugomo destroyer. By the way, I don't have any knowledge of Japanese whatsoever, so if these names mean something terrible, I'll just apologize in advance. We will, I mean, if there's something really horribly offensive, I'll rename them. Just a note, if you haven't already submitted your name, or if you want to do me a favor and go back and change it. No, you don't need to. I've changed most of the ones that I've found, but if you're using special characters like 60, like that, don't use those just because World Waves doesn't work nicely with them. It converts them to like gibberish. So, okay, that's not always true, but I think the Japanese ones, I think the one I just did with the accent, this like Spanish type accents or romantic language type accents are fine, but I don't know. I had some issues with some of them, so who knows what those were. What are we even going to do with a destroyer for 700 tons? Well, we can make a bigger version of whatever we were doing before. Let's go with speed. Probably the point is just to how many torpedoes can we fit on this thing? What is the deal here? So something doesn't feel right. I have a destroyer that does at 600 goes 27 at 600. So yeah, okay. So let's go 27 at 600. 2x4, 4 torpedo tubes. Okay, good. So we're there now. Man, torpedo tubes are expensive. So I don't think we can get another mount. We could, if they allowed us to do another... What if we just get rid of one of the guns? We'll upgun it. Okay. Apparently it doesn't like that. Does not even give us a reason why. It just says to... I think it's because if you have 5-inch guns on something which is less than 900 tons, or I don't know what it is, might even be bigger than that. 1,200 tons? There's a limit where you can put 5-inch guns. They would let us do this though, which is pretty cool. And it works out. Can we even get another speed? Can we get another speed? Can we get another knot of speed? I mean, this is pretty impressive. A 4-torpedo broadside. It'll have to go 27 knots, which is still not slow. This is an experiment. This is a completely experimental class. I have absolutely no idea if this is functional or not. But we're going to go ahead and try it. I guess what I could do is put 3-inch guns on it, on the sides. You know, like one each. Then it would actually have the ability to do dual purpose. But no, these aren't going to make it that far. The only thing I could do is I can make this one a short range in order to be able to fit the 28 knots on it. I guess I'm kind of willing to do that. It's an experimental one anyway. So I'll try to make every other destroyer class not short range, but I'm going to allow myself to make a few of them short range. And the Yugumo will be one of them. So we have 12 tons remaining. I have no idea what we could realistically use for those. Conning tower armor, I guess. This funny thing that you can actually put conning tower armor on a destroyer. So we'll put 3.5 inches of conning tower armor on her. And there she goes. Oh, this is a long invasion. It's nightfall. Damn you, game. Now, if we don't encounter them, I'm still okay with that. I'm going to crank it up to squad max just because I'm expecting, one, not to encounter them, and two, if we encounter them at night like this, I want... yeah, that would have been a wonderful fight for us, too. 2 battleships. Oh, by themselves. So, at least it wasn't a loss. Battle was a draw. I probably didn't adjust the screen for that one correctly. Our forces are fighting valiantly. I don't know what that means. They're losing ships. Let's just build the damn thing. It's just so terrible. So we'll get 4 of these, which is really not even enough to really impact the budget. So I'll build 2 more, I think. So we still have enough for a big ship. We're just waiting it out, though. Kind of seeing what we have. And in the meantime, we're going to have a lot of way too many destroyers. So the next class we build won't be a destroyer. We'll have to just upgrade our light cruisers. See what we have. Okay, I'm getting pretty sick of this, but that's okay. Yeah, this was way off for that last battle. I'll just make a mental note to check it every time. Probably forget about that. And it's going to be nighttime. Well, not too soon, but probably too soon anyway. Oh my gosh. Well, you're saying there's a chance. Look at, even the Oichi gets a scout, which makes sense. She's the most decorated ship in our Navy. Oh no, she's actually not... This light cruiser's not reporting to her. We had the same bug. So it looks like a consistent bug? No, we just had 1 light cruiser scout, 1 independent. Okay, interesting. Knots. No, come down right now. I wanna have enough speed to chase if we end up wanting to. Okay, these are the battleships. We really, really, really want to face them. They might be alone. Now, all this will be for nothing if we end up losing our ships in the opening minutes. And then they get away. They could really just penalize us horribly. So what I think I'm going to do is use the Oichi. The brave Oichi is going to be put into the line of fire here in order to bait them into coming our way. Okay, that's fine. You are going to go do your own thing. Okay, well, I don't know if the bait worked or not, but that's so funny that these actually only have such small guns they can't even fire yet. It's remarkable. Okay, well, anyways, we're on a time constraint. Not too big of one, but enough of one that let's get to the battle here. So let's go squad max. Let's rev up the engines. Get the Oichi to begin tailing on the other side, just to prevent. So let's get you to actually be support. Take you off. Actually, maybe not. I'm going to let this guy pass through and then start also revving up so that we can... I want to try to surround the fleet. They say I want them to, whenever they turn one way or another, I want ships to be there waiting for them. Okay, we're closing in. We're almost in gun range. Entering gun range. All right. At last. And we'll have the Oichi just trail them. Okay, this is fantastic. $18 knots, so that we're in great shape then. All right, we're exchanging fire. Near miss, but we have a hit. A hit on us, 2 hits on them. The battle has begun. For real this time. Taking a few hits, not off to a great start, but we have very good crew quality. I don't know what theirs is. Theirs could also be very good, but all of our crews are very well trained. We have a good formation. I like their formation. So if they do turn away like they are already hinting that they might do, we're going to be prepared with our backup ships, who, by the way, can go up to 20 knots if you'd like. It's just a little bit hard to maintain this exact formation. I wish you could select the enemy fleet as your formation, as like the... Okay, this is interesting. We will... I know they have a lot of torpedo tubes, but we do want to give chase. Form the wall! Not sure what's going on. We're just going to use this as an opportunity to close. We're just outside of torpedo range, which is great. Oh, wow, what a turn. Some good hits. One 12-inch hit and some 6-inch hits. The bigger benefit for us will be if we can light them on fire. Fire was just death for ships at this time. And the Japanese should know that better than anyone. Of course, that's in an alternate history at this point. The Battle of Tsushima. Lots of fires. Weren't the Japanese using an incendiary round, though? Well, I don't know. Maybe just people consider a high explosive incendiary. We're doing well so far. I just figured we would. Just given the chance. Not just because it's 3 versus 2. I would have taken 2 on 2, but 3 on 2 is part of the reason as well. And this should be the war-winning battle. I'm really getting ahead of myself here. There's there's no proof whatsoever that they are not winning this. Okay, well, I mean, there's some evidence that they are not winning this. And I think I'm actually going to call this video to a close here at 45 minutes. we'll go on a little bit further. Okay, let's let this charge develop, which I'm sure that people as they watch it happen are probably excited to see how this all goes. I myself am wondering how it's going to go, so here we go. Should be in range now. Just the fact that they will have to avoid torpedoes should also make them worse at dodging. That was a good one. Heavy gun hit the Kazan hull, did not penetrate. 6 inch, 6 inch, 6 inch. Okay, so only 6 inch guns landing this turn. They did good. The whole point of these light cruisers being in random places is to force the battleships to maneuver and hopefully maneuver into bad positions. Like that. Oh my god. So in true Japanese anime style, I only have Dragon Ball Z to go off of, actually, but we're going to cut away here with some clever ending outro, and then in the next episode we'll spend about half the video rehashing what has already happened before we begin to get into the event. We'll probably go 2 minutes and then end that video. No, I kid, but this is a good battle for us. I'm very nervous, but I'm also pretty confident. We'll see. Hopefully this ends up being the one that, this battle, the war has nearly reached a conclusion already. We already had the feelers for peace being sent out, so hopefully this is the one that brings it all to a close and hopefully heavily in our favor. Until the next video, thanks for watching and take care.